How's it going, Will?
It's going good, buddy. How you doing?
Yeah, good, man. It's great to have you on here. This battle actually had the most people that have joined since our first week, as well as the most submissions that we've ever had. So, claps in the chat,
There we
everyone.
go.
Let's
There we
go.
go.
Let's listen to this sample. This sample was made by the last week's winner, AP. Can you hear this?
Okay. Yes, sound good.
Yeah, that's a really good sample. Let's just get this started, shall we? First up, we've got Mamba. This is an Ableton user right there. This is really good, actually.
Start to take notes. And the first person that I hear comes in at a 10. So I'm like 10.
Yeah.
And then after that, there's like another 10. And then people start getting 0.2s.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this is a
Like,
10.2.
yeah,
And this was a 10.4.
yeah, that's funny. Yeah, amazing. What did you think of that beat?
Man, but that was sick. Really appreciate it. I don't know if Mamba's in the chat, but I'd love to know if the guitar was played in live. That was such a nice touch towards the end.
Next up, we've got Satya.
Oh, Satya. Took part in my beat.
Oh, really? Sick.
Short and sweet, straight to the point.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
I feel like there could have been like a quick switch up at the end, like we just had with Mamba's guitar. But I dig it. I think it's like a strong beat.
Yeah, I agree. I'm a big fan of switch ups. I feel like even though it's only a minute, it's still a long time when the judges are like actively listening. Next up, we've got Noise, but it was submitted by Joe, who's part of BeatConnect. Noise was trying to submit at 11:59 p.m. and the site crashed. So gifted 5 subs in the middle of a beat, and I can't react to it because the beat's playing right now.
If the beat hits right, get some gifted subs. That's all it is.
Super good. Lots of musicality. I mean, really good use of the sample. I'm dying to hear this little end bit, but we'll listen to that at the end. All right, let's keep going. Next up, we've got Lil Bear. Nice. What you think?
Cliffhanger.
Yeah.
I like that. I'd collab with Lil Bear.
Hell yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's just like son and/or daughter of Colbert, perhaps. But I'm excited. That beat was great.
Yeah, I agree. I like the little textures that came in about halfway through. It was like sprinkly and like Foley-ish, like super, super nice.
Yeah,
Love that.
gorgeous.
Next up, we've got Oracle.
Okay.
Have you ever
all
heard
right.
Oracle before?
No.
Oh, you're in for a surprise.
Okay. I don't like that the chat's saying get ready.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going on. Sure, this was on the JPEG Mafia Danny Brown.
Oracle makes this in GarageBand too.
I can hear that. I can hear that.
Just an absolute wall of noise. There's always like interesting textures in Oracle's music.
As much randomness is there, you can tell that choices were made, especially in the intro.
Yeah.
Choices were made.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Echoes.
Very cute profile picture. Love it.
I hope that's him. Or maybe someone's random kid.
We hope.
Yeah.
Thank you, Echoes. Yeah, it's like they knew I was coming and they were like, all right, we're going to do some Hush Child shit.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Yeah, I like it. Or Echoes always makes some sort of like, it's like lo-fi-ish, but the musical choices are very well made. So it works really well. Let's keep it going. Next up, we've got Jam Bike.
Nice. There was a lot going on.
Yes.
I think if we half-timed it had that like West Coast feel with that synth. I was digging it, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I like the aim for, it's like drum and bass, but like not drum and bass sort of. And it was super crispy. Yeah. Shout out to Jam Bike. Next up, we've got Finally Got My Cedula.
Thinking that one's a little bit quiet. I wish we had a little bit more volume on that, because I'm sure that there's like some gorgeous textures that I could hear. But yeah, in terms of like an idea, really digging it. What are you saying, buddy?
Yeah, I think it was super chill. It like had its idea and just went for it. I agree with the loudness thing. I think loudness automatically adds like a 0.5 to your beat. But yeah, it was solid. Just went for it. Just just keep at it. More textures. There's a lot of room in there for interesting percussion and interesting experimentation. Next up, we've got Addison.
I love the drops. I love the builds. Lots of like subtle switch ups in there, subtle change in vibes. Yeah, man, I really dig that.
That's what I was sort of thinking. I'm a big fan of like disco house music, so I thought that would fit really well. Add a little switch up near the end. It's cool. Yeah. Next up, we've got Retro Fox. Let's go, Retro Fox. I know the drummer in you is loving this.
Yeah, 100%.
What you think?
Digging that. There wasn't enough variation for me to go insane about it, but in terms of like dropping us into the groove and just giving me the stank face, that was killer. I really enjoyed that Retro Fox.
Yeah, the pocket was super tight. I love the swing on the hi-hats. It really pulled everything together. Let's keep it going. Next up, we've got
Fox. Thank you so much.
Rick. Yeah, shout out to Retro Fox.
Like old school K-Tronado.
Woo! Oh,
right.
Shit. Let's go, Thick Rick.
Dig that.
Woo! I love that ending.
Oh,
That
the
was
end
so
is great.
yeah, that was disgusting ending.
That's such a great end.
I love how he ended not in a natural endpoint, but at the start of the second half or whatever. That was great. What did you think?
Yeah, I think that's one of my. Mamba came in hot.
Yeah.
First submission we heard
Yeah.
is like still in my mind. Mamba came in hot, but I think Dick Ricks is my favorite so far.
Yeah.
I like everything about it, from the tune, the choices, like we said, the end we really like. I like the profile picture because it tells me he's not Thick Rick.
Yeah.
He looks more like, like Stinky from Hey Arnold. The bass was great. I feel like we should mention the bass because that's obviously your instrument as well.
The
That's
bass,
great.
like from the picture, it looks like he played the bass in, which is disgusting because like the slaps in there were super nice. Next
Nice
up,
one, Dick.
we've got Atlas. The drums are tight.
Dick Rick. Oh, that was great.
Yeah,
The little strings was
yeah,
great. Oh. Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
I liked all of the synth bubbling. I liked everything in this tune was great.
I agree.
There's a lot of like French house vibes today. This is great.
Sick. I love that. Claps in the chat, man. Shout out to Atlas. That was really nice. Love the mix on the drums. It was super crispy and tight. Yeah, love that. All right, next up we have MX Knight 61 left a note. Hi there. For this challenge, I wanted to recreate that vintage speed garage sound.
Classic sound.
Oh yeah, that was fucking tight. That was super tight.
Short and sweet. Yes.
What did you think?
That was great. It had so many little subtle elements in there, from the different like bass samples. You got all the classic like UKG sounds in there. Yeah, that was great. That was like Gunfinger vibes.
All right, let's keep it going. Next up, we've got Prana.
Okay, lazy vibes.
Ooh.
Couple of cliffhanger endings.
Yeah.
Today.
I was gonna say it's unexpected.
I don't know if this is a beat battle winner.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that I would listen to for sure. Like I would throw the AirPods in and go for a walk and listen to this. And this was like a mental winner. This was great.
I like that. All right, next up we've got Beats for Crypto.
Beat it up, world nut, street face. Eli blast, cracking foes like a face.
Let's go.
Oh, we want to talk about slapping into a little bit.
To the dash, then I go out the way. We tryna see 100 bins in our face. Hip gon' be eating good noodles every day. Bitch, I'm drawing doodles, take it, pick the weight. Chopper, tell your duties, it's a fish fillet. I woke up too moody, who gon' die today?
That was awesome. Beats for Crypto, and we don't think that your vocals were carrying the beat.
Yeah,
at
no,
all.
not at all. I think your beat was.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Let's keep going. Next up, we've got Kemal, multiple time placed on the podium. So. Interesting. What you think?
I think this is great. I love the switch up of the beat that bouncy vibe was super subtle. Like pretty much doing it just by taking the tambourine away and adding the synth.
Next up, we've got another name, Cha Phil. What you think?
Another cliffhanger. This is like super West Coast, right?
Yeah.
This was nice. It was definitely up my street though.
Yeah.
I really dig it. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Let's keep going. Next up, we got Fablu.
My buddy, shout out Adira. He's my best friend in the whole world and probably the most amazing producer I know. Just makes music for fun. He makes tracks that are similar to this, and I say, what was your inspiration behind this? And he said, I want to make a song that's all sidechain. And that's what this sounded like, but I absolutely dig it. It's really great.
Really tasteful, works really well. Love that Fablu. All right, next up, we've got 7 State Sounds. Thought that was you for a second.
Yeah, embarrassed by my facial whispers making shiver.
Oh shit, we got vocals on it too.
To carry roses down the river. I get what I deserve. I push the blade and break the skin. I get what I deserve to feed me mud to soak the spirit. Got me stuck like 301, but I gotta get it first. Got me stuck on many ways, but you gotta pay me first.
Let's go. What did you think?
7 State's actually one of my old students, one of my favorite students. Insane producer, and if I was to hazard a guess, that's probably his own vocals as well. I'm not going to say anything about his beat because I know the guy, but what did you think?
I liked it. Yeah, I think if it was his vocals, they worked really well. The mix was tight, simple beat, but wrote it more with the vocals, and like we don't get a lot of those submissions, so I really appreciate it. The vocal mix was tight. Hell yeah. Claps in the chat for 7 State Sounds. Let's go. Love that. Got a lot of new faces here. All right, next up we've got 28 Kabu.
The only thing that took me out of the beat a little bit was the brass. Bueno, bueno, bueno. But beat-wise, I was digging the groove of the drums. Sounded really great. Everything under, like the chords that sat under the beat, really gorgeous.
All right, next up we got HRLU.
I really dug it. Super bouncy 808 vibes. Definitely a nice switch up from sample. Another thing that I like is when you hear that intro sample and you're like, okay, I can see where this is going. And then it takes you a second to figure out where the groove is.
Let's keep going.
So much.
Next up, we've got Lalas. Super interesting chord changes and everything.
I love it. Great production. I dig it to listen to.
I'm not one to need to hear the original sample clearly, but I am one to need to hear where the sample came from. And like
that's it. That's what I should have said. Yeah.
Next up, we've got RYSS. ending was
That was
really
great.
nice. Yeah, claps.
That was great. That left me wanting more with
Yeah.
the ending because I want the drop again. Love that where you said you enjoyed it is where my favorite part was as well. Like that, we have that like
The
limber
sparkly,
thumb
yeah.
piano kind of, yeah, that like
Yeah, super nice.
gorgeous.
Yeah. All right, let's keep going. Next up is Orange Cassette.
Lovely, lovely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to echo who wrote in there. I think it was Joe wrote. I want a full album of that. That would that would be great.
Cool. Yeah.
Definitely listen to this. It's super like beat tape vibes.
Next up, we've got Nanto. Nanto, you submitted something that was 1:30. Unfortunately, we can only listen to the first minute of it. God, it hurts to cut it off there, but yeah, that was super tight. It was really picking
That's
up
great.
there.
Great use of the sample. Lovely like little string line in there in the middle that kind of caught me off guard. Lovely drums, great mix. Yeah.
All right. Next up, we've got JW.
Oh, straight to business. JW, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was different enough. Once I got like established with the bump bump dum, like bass line and the drums, I wanted a couple little more like switch ups, a couple little more like spaces in the beat and stuff. But in terms of like a well-made like loop or groove, dug it. Super great work.
All right, let's keep it going. Next up, we've got Rock.
Thank you, Rock.
Next trap crash. See you. That was really fun.
Yeah.
It's like the SP404 version of what Bad Snacks is doing. Really dig it.
Yeah.
Really dig it.
Super cool. All right. Next up, we have current #1 on the leaderboard so far, Nick L. Yeah, that was tight. What did you think?
I love that there was a vocal sample in there. There was like an Ashanti vocal or something that just came in the middle. So good.
Just-
Anna Boy said reminds me of Igloo Ghost, which is so spot on.
The only thing I would say, because now that I've heard Nickel and I know he's absolutely cracked, is that find that one or two idea and focus on it and then let them ride out. Like this house section. And then it cuts out like 5 seconds later. I'm like, damn it, Nick. Next up, we've got Skiptamine left a note, my 404 cents. Let's go.
It's a kind of cosmic glue holding the nucleus together.
dig the SP404 vibes. Again, I don't know if it's enough to swipe anybody off of my paper-based leaderboard just yet, but I enjoyed listening to it for sure. Skip to Mime, that's a great name.
Yeah, let's keep it going. Next up, we've got Sartan.
That was cool. It's a little like light on the mix. It didn't really like knock. Where this was kind of quiet. The drums were a little bit thin. And then you had like Nickel before that. It's like
right up there.
It's hard. It's such a contrast to it. But I enjoyed the beat. Thank you so much, Sartan.
Next up, we've got Yankee.
Christ almighty. This is where I show my age. I know the production is good.
Yeah.
I know the production is up there. It sounds great production-wise, but I know that I'm so old. I hate that distortion shit. I'm going to make some enemies in the chat here. I don't think it now, but when I first heard about XXX and I heard Look At Me, I was just like, I know where that sample comes from. I've heard other producers use that sample, and this is the distorted version of it. And my students who were like 10 years younger than me would be like, it's sick. You don't know anything. It took me like a few years to catch up, and I was like, actually, this is sick. I think this is the new sound, and I'm just an old head.
Next up, we've got Bandwave.
Like those little bits where you've got the outro is where people start to experiment because they've got time left over, and they're the bits that get me really excited because they sound so different. So yeah, like Bandwave, that was my favorite part of your beat was that end in there. That was really cool. More of that.
I 100% agree. I almost think that should have been the intro, just like swapped it around and just like worked with that. But yeah, all right, let's keep it going. Next up, we've got Ren. Went for heavy distortion. You're gonna love this one. There were some definitely parts that I think could have been tweaked a little bit, but there were some moments in there, like with the vocal, like that strange vocal sound that was really unique and interesting.
But yeah, like the same as you, like the vocal parts, like Tasty used the distortion there. Yeah,
That's
appreciate it.
Let's keep it going. Next up, we've got Tanner Boy. Lots of brick waveforms. Love it.
Yeah. Let's see what.
Will all who wish to die please raise their hands?
Yeah.
There we go. Switch up time. Love that. Yeah, love that.
Yeah.
Classic structure.
We even listened to it right to the end, even though you went 18 seconds.
Yeah,
over.
that's true. I didn't
So that's
even
a good
notice.
beat.
Very listable.
So the fact that you had like that little I'll start up noise, and then you had that great bass line in the second half. The second drop was what made it for me.
Yeah.
And we needed the first drop to get there. So yeah, really well
agreed.
thought out. Good job, Tanner Boy.
Next up, we've got Cloud Girl. Love the shape.
like that production style. I like that everybody's going for this like summer bass line, do like super nice. Yeah, as MX5 Night said, kind of West Coast vibes. I really dig it.
Like that a lot. Yeah. Next up, we've got Orion Wang 8. Left a note, school's over now, so I can actually produce. Recorded the piano and might have snuck a Memblem drum loop in there. Trying to play up to me.
Trying to win us over.
That was good use of the drum loop.
But yeah, great track. Orion Wang 8.
Yeah.
Brilliant name, brilliant profile picture.
Yeah.
Brilliant drum sample. Thank you, Memblem. Yeah, good job.
Super tight. So next up, we've got Bill Bosch.
Oh, all right. Yeah, bring something different. That's great.
That's tight. Yeah,
I really respect something that's so different. Like to go with a bossa nova vibe and bring it to a beat battle is awesome. Again, like if you just treat beat battles as practice arenas to do something else and push yourself, I think that's what this person did. I hope that's what this person did. Really respect bringing a different sound to the beat battle for sure.
And that is all of the submissions. Claps in the chat, or I mean, your top anything. We can do like honorable mentions as well. While we're here,
Okay, this is what you've got.
Yeah, everyone go follow Will Hatton, YouTube/@Will Hatton.
You can find my music on Spotify under Hush Child.
Let's go.
And then yeah, pretty much everything else is Will Hatton. Instagram is the Will Hatton. You'll get it. You'll find it. I'm about.
Third place, $50 cash prize. Second place, $75 cash prize. First place, $125 plus legendary BeatConnect hoodie. And all three of these spots earn a place in the finals. Honorable mentions, shout out to Nickel, Fablu, Echo, Atlas, Lil Bear, and Chiba. Was Chiba?
That sound design.
Yeah.
Great. I don't think they even submitted today.
They didn't submit. Yeah, I was like, what the
my mind.
I was like, Chiba didn't submit today. What the fuck? So, in third place today, Mamba. Let's go. Claps in the chat. Shout out to the BeatConnect developers for adding a new thing on the podium. It says what place they are. Third place, Mamba. Yeah, just insane. But yeah, claps in the chat for Mamba. In second place today, we have brand new submitter as well, Thick Rick. Let's go, Thick Rick. Second place. Shout out to Thick Rick.
Bass was out of this world, Thick Rick.
Amazing. Claps in the chat for Thick Rick. And our winner today, by the way, I wanted to say this podium, no one on this podium has ever placed on the podium before. So this is a fresh podium. This is Bill Bosch, first place. Bill Bosch. The votes accidentally predicted the future and actually announced the true winner. Let's go. deserved. Claps in the chat for Bill Bosch, as well as claps in the chat for the first season of BeatConnect. The regular season is over. Let's go. So the amount of growth, the community, it's insane. We love it. We're so grateful for everyone to be here. And thank you to Will Hatton. Can we get some claps in the chat for Will being here? Love that. Shout out to Will. Thank you for being here.
No worries. Thank you.
Amazing guest judge. Do you have anything to shout out before we finish up?
I've got nothing to shout out. I have weekly content out on the YouTube. Like I said, my Spotify is Hushchild. It's all in the chat there. And I'll be hosting a beat battle on the BeatConnect platform on July 8th. So if you want to take part in that, then yeah, follow me on the YouTube. Look out for it on BeatConnect site.
Love that.
Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah. And we'll see you guys next week for some more streams. Peace.